Okay, I call myself Jack, the mixologist.
Yeah.
I'll describe myself according to what I do. That is what people know me more. That's what makes people know me more. I'm a mixologist. I'm based in Busia. Currently a 3 or 4 year experience in mixology.
Okay.
In cocktail making or cocktail creation.
Okay.
I'll call it that. And I'll say I'm a daddy.
Okay. The new daddy in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a daddy. To me, I'm a husband.
You're a husband to someone.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you might be a daddy, but a deadbeat father.
I'm a daddy and a husband.
Jack, I knew you when we joined Form 1 somewhere in Nyakachi. That is Rakwaro. And ever since, we've been just meeting within the tower, within the corridors of the tower. From Form 4, what did you want to do? And what are you doing right now?
You know, I think sometimes life takes people different directions.
Yeah.
You know, when at some point in your life, when you were young, somebody would say, "Oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a pilot," something like that.
Yeah.
But those ones are just things we used to say. You don't know what tomorrow is.
Okay.
But I feel like after we did high school, you know, things changed.
Okay, yeah. That is where the reality comes.
We used to have the principal, Mr. Morris.
Mr. Morris, yeah.
Alikuwa ananiambia bwana, you know, when you go out there, if you do something stupid, you want to be brought here so that I cane you and you go back.
Yeah.
You'll be taken to jail or you'll be taken to somewhere else. Utakuwa una deal na serikali.
Utakuwa unafunzwa na ulimwengu sasa.
Hautakuwa unaambiwa, "Oh, let me take you." Unajua at that time ulikuwa ukifanya makosa. I'll tell Mr. Morris, or I'll take you to your principal.
Yeah.
Huko nje hakuna principal. You do something stupid, you deal with it.
Yeah.
So it's life. Life takes you different directions. Yeah. So when you after high school, you know, you try to fix yourself. I didn't actually join college immediately after high school.
Yeah.
And that's life. So after high school, nikaanza kujituma. I've done so many things. I've done different types of jobs, but I've never complained in any.
Okay.
I think that's why maybe where I am currently, of which mimi sijafika bado. Yeah, I'm still going somewhere. Okay. I'm hoping for better.
Jack, I knew you as a tiny boy.
I was very tiny. You know, sometimes
you were very tiny.
Sometimes when I tell my friends, but you know, when I was in high school, I don't think if there's somebody who saw me when I was in high school, and they see me now, they'll be seeing a very different person.
Yes.
Most people ask me, "Hey, what are you eating?"
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's the question I was coming to.
What are you eating? Like, my friend, you're getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, things change. Life change. I beat the gym. I do it.
All right.
I like getting fit also. Yeah. So
you're keeping yourself.
Yeah, I'm keeping myself fit also. Yeah. After kufanya mambo mingi hizo, each has been leading me to the other.
Okay.
I started at a construction site. I did something. Construction, we can lead to some other person when aliona what I'm doing there. Can peleka to some other work somewhere. Nimefanya kazi mingi.
Okay.
So, but kazi nimekuwa nikifanya ni moja imekuwa lead to the other.
Okay.
So, nikifanya kazi hapa maybe bidii yangu ama mtu anaona kitu nafanya anasema bana, I think we can make
This is not you. There is something in you.
You can do better somewhere.
Yeah. So
I kind of promote myself to something else.
So in short, what you are trying to tell our youths is that whatever you are doing, just
if you stay committed,
yeah.
and you stay committed and do it right, I think it will lead to the other.
Just have passion in it, so that at least you don't know who is watching. They said that. They say that.
Maybe what I can testify, I think it's God or luck, but I think it's God. Ever since I started hustling, na hizi kazi kidogo ndogo natafuta, hakuna mahali nimeenda wakaniambia bring your papers. Hata saa hii yenye nafanya mixology, if it's hotels that are looking for me.
Okay.
Hey, so when they ask for papers, I tell them, I wasn't complaining where I was. So which papers do you want?
Okay.
Hey, so nobody has ever asked for papers. Yeah.
Because it's an ability.
Go
it's
write,
in your...
go write your CV,
Okay.
go write your what. No. Somebody sees what I'm doing,
Okay.
and they give me the job direct. There's nothing like, oh, go and get tested. You go and you do some, you what? No.
Now, you started this journey. First of all, the environment in clubs are sometimes is harsh, and sometimes it's not conducive. What made you choose that environment?
You know, naturally, or I can say from where I come from, from my background,
Okay.
people don't club.
Okay.
No, people don't club. My family members or friends, or mostly my family members, that lineage,
Okay.
most people don't club. Like when they heard I was working at a club, they were like, club? Hey, I told them that's what I've chosen. I'm doing it. Hey, and you can pray. You can help me in prayer to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey,
To succeed in it.
to succeed in it. Yeah, to make good use of it.
All right.
Yeah. So when I started as a manager of a club without any knowledge about club.
You're not serious.
I'm serious.
How did you become a manager?
See, I told you I was working somewhere at a construction site. So the guy saw my commitment to whatever I'm doing here, and the guy was like, "Yeah, can you come? Let's talk." Then he was like, "I have a club, and I need a manager. Like the people I have, their level of commitment does not show something.
Okay.
But if I look keenly what you are doing here, there's some level of commitment. You are committed and you are doing your things without somebody or without anybody pushing you.
Okay.
So he asked me, "Oh, can you help me in managing my club?" I told him I know nothing about club.
Okay.
I'm just at a construction site. How will I go and manage a club? He told me, "No, you come. I can look. I'm looking at you, and I can say what you are capable of. So you just come. Believe in yourself. Let's
Okay.
go." That's how.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's how I left the construction works. Started club. That was back in 2017.
All right. So from Mjengo to a manager.
Yeah, to a manager.
So the
Manager of
transition.
club. Yeah. So you know, I used to love my job back there.
Okay.
So every time I used to think like, bana, nimeacha kazi ya kufanya vitu yangu huko. Nilikuwa napenda hiyo kazi sana.
Okay.
I used to make some culverts, curb roads. We used to make, I think you know the construction site, it's called County Concrete.
Yeah, County Concrete. Along
Yeah.
Yamasari, yeah.
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 We started that place from nothing. Yeah, now it's a big company.
Yeah.
Yeah, and half the people working there right now. I taught them the jobs.
Okay. And
wale walikuwa wanaletwa kazi, mtu ajui anything, namwambia bwana hakuna complain. Wewe hata useme nini, utakuwa mtu wa mkono mpaka lini? Kama wewe fanya hii, kesho naenda naambia mdozi huyu anajua kazi.
Yes.
Yeye molds afanye miviti yake. That's how most of them got to know how to do those things.
Okay.
I used to encourage my friends. Mtu akikuja namwambia bwana, mimi nimekuwa mtu wa mkono for 2 days.
Okay.
Siku yangu ya kwanza kwa site, kuingia site, nikapewa kuna vitu yenye foreman alikuwa anafanya. Alikuwa anatengeneza hizo fencing posts.
Okay.
So siku ya kwanza nikakuwa mtu wa mkono wake. Akaniambia pima mchanga, leta simiti kiasi fulani, au weka nini, haya kukoroga, ananiambia mwaga maji kiasi fulani, fanya hivi. Nikaona venye na dismantle the things zenye alitengeneza jana na zitoatoa, na nimeshika hapa tuweke hivi. The next day I think it was just God's plan. Venye nilikuja akaenda akatumwa town. Sasa kuenda town, I think alikuwa anaenda kwa bank. Aka take time. Alika. So I didn't wait for him. Whatever I saw him doing yesterday, hizo ndo vitu nilifanya.
Okay.
Hivyo tu ndo nilifanya. Yeye kurudi anafikiria nimekaa na mngoja. Anauliza, bwana toa vitu ni kamwangalia, nikamwambia enda angalia." Kukuja, anapata nishafanya kazi. Anauliza, "Have you ever done this thing somewhere else?" Nikamwambia, "No." "Umeweka chuma hapa ndani umefunga chuma The next day, hiyo kazi ni yako, wewe fanya sasa." Wewe sasa ni fundi.
Okay.
Me from mkono kwa second day, nikakuwa fundi.
Ukakuwa fundi tu.
Wewe sasa ni
like that.
Wewe fanya nafanya hii post, naangalia venye mtu wa culvert anafanya culvert.
Okay.
Nikishajua hiyo culvert, naenda naangalia mtu wa blocks anafanya hii blocks aje. Hadi nikajua everything kwa site. Sasa ikabaki mimi ndo kila mtu akikuja mdozi anamwambia
shikilia na
shikiana na ule. Mimi pia mtu akitumwa kwangu namwambia bwana, mimi sitakufunza kazi siku 2. Mimi nitakwambia leo, kesho wewe utafanya.
Kesho ufanye kazi.
Utakwambia leo kama unataka kukula mzuri, mtu wako utaumia. Kuwa fundi. Na hapo ukishakuwa fundi upewe vitu yako, utakuwa unalipwa pesa ya mtu wa mkono na ya fundi. Ukishapewa hiyo vitu utakuwa unafanya peke yako. Hakuna mtu anakuja kukupimia mchanga nini. So kaanza hivyo mpaka ikafika hiyo time. Sasa huyo jamaa alikuja akanitoa hapo. So watu wengi sana ukula hapo.
Wamepitia mkono wako.
Hata sasa nikishuka nifike tu hapo, they'll be like, mdozi wa kitambo huyo jamaa, achana na
bosi.
Bosi.
Okay. Now ulitolewa kwa construction site, ukapelekwa kwa club. These are two different environments actually. This transition, did it even disturb your mind at some place? Did you regret at any place?
I never regretted. I just missed my other job.
Okay.
But at the same time, I was interested to know this other job.
Okay.
So like ile tayari nishajua. Mbona nisijue hii pia? Maybe it will help me somewhere. Ile knowledge niko nayo sasa inaweza enda anywhere. Tuseme kazi sasa imeisha kabisa, I can go back to the site and say I know how to do this. Mnikaribishe nifanye. But if I have the knowledge about club here, club management, niliona if I learn it, maybe someday in future it will help me. Nitaenda mahali ingine tena, si ati lazima niulizie kazi. Mimi naweza ulizia kazi mingi sana.
Okay.
Which niko na experience.
So hapo penye ulikuwa manager, ulifanya kazi kwa miaka mingapi? Ama for how do
I worked in that environment for 4 years.
Okay.
As in the same place.
Okay,
for 4 years. That person really liked me. Hakutaka kunilose. Ushaona ule mtu I don't want to lose this guy.
Okay.
So I worked for him for 4 years. After 4 years, I told him, now I think I need to
grow.
I need to grow.
Yeah.
I think I need to look further. Unajua kuna watu unafanyia kazi, mnaanza kama marafiki, unafanya kazi mpaka sasa si ni mkubwa wako.
Yeah.
Anaanza kukuona kama mtoto wake.
Yes.
Ile ya huyo like hata asipokulipa he doesn't feel the pain.
You don't feel the pain because he's like he's your father.
So unajua ilisha toka kwa hiyo nini ya sasa urafiki ama employee.
Yeah.
Ikaenda kwa like mimi ni kijana wake. Sasa anaanza kunitreat kama watoto wake. Unajua wadozi hawapeangi watoto wao pesa.
Yeah.
Hiyo kitu nataka ndo anakwambia
yes.
Namwambia mdozi rent yangu imenini hiyo ndo anakupea.
Chukua.
So wewe unaona unaweza kaa hapo uone ni kama unalipa rent but you are not growing. You are just there.
Yeah. So you felt like I need to grow and
I need to adventure. I need to know more. So akaniambia if you want to know more then no problem. He released me.
He released you willingly?
Yeah, willingly.
It was okay.
Willingly. It was mutual.
Okay.
It's something lenye hata saa hii we still talk.
Okay.
You know, hatuko sana.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just a curious young man who wants to learn more.
Okay.
Of which hiyo opportunity ukiona where you are going to learn more. Aliniuliza tu ushapata mahali.
Okay.
Like alikuwa concerned. Ushapata
mahali. Usitoke uende utafute. And aibu ya kurudi pia wewe inakuwa. Yes.
So wewe toka hapa kama tayari
at least uko na somewhere. Yeah.
Aliambia hiyo kamwambia nishapata mahali.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kama ndo time nilienda Busia.
Okay.
That was in 2022.
Okay. So you are from Kisumu, you are from a construction site to a manager, then from Kisumu going to Busia. Now in Busia you found other tribes. Now you are interacting or socializing with other people different from Luland, because in Luos you know how to deal with the Luos.
Different nationalities.
Yes. So now you are in Busia.
In Busia.
That is where Ugandans are. There are Luyas. There are some Luos. Now in Busia.
In Busia.
Life started in Busia now.
Bana, life hit me at first. So well.
Okay.
Nilienda huko.
Sorry.
I did my thing. Nikaanza kama niliambia jamaa alinitoa huko niende nikuwe kama manager the other side. So okay. You know, mimi kwa werevu wangu ama ujinga wangu, if I get somewhere, the first thing I do is learn the place. I learn the environment. I see what they do, then I see what I can fix and what can't be fixed.
Okay.
You know, kuna vitu if you go somewhere like sana kwa club, there are common things that happen everywhere.
Yeah.
Then there are those zenye wewe unaona kwa akili yako you want to fix.
Yeah.
So unapata maybe the last manager fixed his or her ideologies.
Yes.
So wewe ukikuja na zako kidogo ita contradict the other. So for you to fix your ideologies kwa mind ya nini based on the environment, lazima ulearn. Unasoma wenye nataka kudeal nao kwanza. Ndio marori.
Yes.
Yeah, there are people you can't control. If you alafu kuna wale pia wanaona, unajua ukienda mahali kuna ule ameshakaa hapo miaka mingi. Ukienda hapo anakuangalia na
you're still new and like
unajua ukienda hapo utapeleka watu mbio nini. Ukienda tu hivi na uanze kupeleka watu mbio.
Yeah.
Somebody is just looking at you and saying bwana manager kama 10 washaniacha hapo.
Yes.
Okay. Who are you? So I like taking things step by step, pole pole. Kama we ni mtu uko na haraka utakasirika sana na mimi.
Okay.
Mimi sina haraka. Napeleka vitu pole pole.
This is now where you joined Diddy's Lounge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Diddy's. I joined Diddy's. Every growth nikiwa Diddy's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you joined as a manager. Are you still a manager?
Nope.
You shift to
things shifted
mixologist?
because you know venye tu nimesema, if something is not going with your ideology,
yeah.
there's a time you decide let me let it go. So you look for something else you can do.
Okay.
Yeah. Fanya hapo kidogo stockist, kidogo supervision,
Yeah.
kidogo unajua pia kama vitu haziendani kidogo mnakosana. Hiyo ndo time sasa vitu ilinipiga pia. Unajua umekosana mdozi amfanye hivi hivi na pesa pia huna. Yeah. Tena tukarudiana.
So inabidi tu sasa wewe ndio
unanyenyekea. Hiyo ni dunia.
Yeah, wanasema kunyenyekea si ujinga.
Si ujinga. So unarudi anasema things are not working. Tukakaa ndo hadi tukafika kwa so now I'm going to do mixology. Ndo nikaenda college kufanya somea mixology.
Okay. Ukarudi sasa as a mixologist.
Sasa nikarudi kama mixologist.
Now what's the story behind the drinking? Because you find that people do judge drunkards differently. Mara mtu ako na stress ndiye anaendea pombe, mara mtu anaenda tu kujinai. Wajaluo wanasema it's time for
kujiachilia.
Wawere. Yeah. So what's the real story behind the drink or the drinking?
You know, drinks, every drink, like we have whiskeys.
Yes.
There's variety. We have whiskeys, we have gin, we have tequila, we have rum, we have the vodkas. Then we have the wines. Then we are coming to beers.
Okay.
Every of that has its own time of taking. You know, most people just consume alcohol because I want.
You're not serious? Siwezi amka tu mimi leo na feel kukunywa gin or something.
What is pushing you to take gin? You know? Kuna mtu wako na stress wenye nasema.
Yeah.
Naona I'm down. I need to feel a little high. What type of drink should I take?
Okay.
Or I'm optimistic, or I want to do something. Like if you look at the story of gin, gin was initially gin used to be consumed by the soldiers during the First World War.
Okay.
You know, soldiers used to take it for them to feel the courage.
Okay.
You see, to approach opponents. That's gin. We have whiskeys. Mostly whiskeys are for if you want to feel if you feel some form of celebration.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to get hyper.
If this is graduation, but they are just taken in short. Our people consume whole bottles.
No, that is what I'm coming to, by the way. Because is there kuna kiwango, kuna kipimo ambacho mtu anafaa.
You know, let's say you've said I'm celebrating.
Yes.
To mean whatever you should be feeling after consuming that alcohol is happiness.
Yes.
Because it's a celebration. But if you consume excess of it to an extent, you're vomiting or something, are you still happy?
Of course not.
You are not happy.
Yeah.
So you just need to consume a little bit or some shots to make you feel the vibe.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever you want to do to make you vibe it. Let's say if like the gin that was consumed by the British soldiers during
yes.
the World War. Tell me if soldiers used to take mzingas over a soldier takes
It
mzinga
could be
over.
messy.
Will he do anything?
No.
You will be having courage, but you are lying down. It's not helping now.
Yeah.
So, I think consumption of drinks also matters. How are people consuming? We have dreams. I also have a dream of maybe someday I start somewhere where the only thing that people consume is shots and cocktails. You know, if you take it, you put it as shot and cocktail. Yani bring the Western life.
Yeah.
You can't say we are not living the Western life because everything we are doing around is.
It's most of it is Western life. Yeah. Okay.
Even the clothing we are taking, we are putting on.
Yeah.
It's Western life. So if we've decided we are doing the Western life, let's do the Western life.
Okay. Right. Allow me to take a short break. At least we can take a sip of water and then we'll be back soon. Right, welcome back to part 2 of this story, a story behind drinks, where Jack the mixologist is trying to let us understand what is happening and how should we consume our drinks, at what time and in what quantity. And what quality as well, all right?
Yeah.
Now welcome back. You know, at times unapata mtu ana complain, nilikunywa pombe nyingine mahali, siwezi hata amka, hata siwezi inua kichwa. So quality of alcohol.
Aside from quality,
Okay.
I can also say, you see the way some people, somebody's body is reacting to meat if you consume meat.
Okay.
Or if you take chicken, their body reacts. So immune systems are also different.
Okay.
Maybe if you take gin and the ingredients or the in gin are not to your body, can't
Reacting with your
kind of reacting to your body.
Yes.
It doesn't mean that gin is bad.
Okay.
It's your body that does not need the gin.
Okay.
Or maybe if you take gin, you feel some kind of headache or something. It doesn't mean that the gin is bad. There's somebody who only consumes the gin.
Yeah.
You see? And if like everybody should know what they are consuming.
Okay. You should identify your drinks actually.
You should know what you're consuming. Like for me, if I take the oak edge or the oak drinks, I don't like the taste.
Okay.
Yeah. So it makes me feel some type of way. But if I take the clear liquor, it goes well with you.
Okay.
So if you've known your taste, so you've known your type of drink, that's very important.
All right.
So you don't just go into a club and and then to those who are selling drinks, I think they should also have the knowledge of what they are selling.
Okay, yeah.
You go into a club, you get a waiter, then you tell them I need Gilbey's. Maybe the Gilbey's is out of stock.
Okay.
Then instead of suggesting another gin, Gilbey's is a gin.
It's a gin, yeah.
Instead of them suggesting another gin, they suggest a drink according to price. Maybe Gilbey's is 2,000. Then they tell you, Gilbey's is, we don't have Gilbey's, but there's a Viceroy. They are suggesting Viceroy because
of the
price.
The price, okay.
But not the type of drink, What they should do is instead is, you needed Gilbey's, you needed a gin, or a gin person, okay. So let's do Gordon's, or let me bring you Tanqueray. you know, in that situation, you've given the client a good alternative.
Yeah.
They can because you can't just take somebody from gin to whiskey or brandy directly. Like, oh, because there is no gin, now let's give you whiskey.
Okay.
How is that even connected? You know, or maybe somebody needed some whiskey. Oh, do you have black label? No, we don't have black label. Then you tell them, instead of black label, we have Hennessy.
Okay.
Like, how is that even connected? You know.
Okay.
So if the people involved in the hoteliers, I can call them the hoteliers, the hoteliers, if they can at least have knowledge, deeper knowledge about what they are selling, it also helps
Also
your
in drinks.
clients, to avoid the cases of I took something like this yesterday
In that hotel, actually.
and it's killing my head or something. To avoid such cases, it's happening because most of it is happening because you didn't suggest the right drink to the customer.
To the client.
Yeah, you told the client what you thought was right, but it's not what is right. You suggested the drink according to price. You thought, oh, maybe this this guy doesn't have money. That's why he wanted Gilbis.
Yeah.
Now let's bring him Viceroy.
Okay.
No. You suggest because you upscale. You know, if for me, if I'm selling a drink to you, and you're my client, then you're a gin consumer. I always see you taking maybe, let's say maybe you're always taking Gordon's when you come to the club. At some point, I'll suggest for you, why don't we try Tanqueray 10? It's a very nice drink.
Okay.
Let's try it. You know, I'm upscaling. I'm selling a higher brand. You know, with a higher price. It's the same thing. It's just gin, but this one is now
A little bit higher.
quality.
Quality, yeah.
Yeah. So I've upsold something to you. At least I've promoted the club.
The club.
But if I let you just consume your Gordons, the daily Gordon, you know, I want to be kind of helping.
Actually, you're not upgrading the client as well, and you're not upgrading the sales of the club as well.
You know, something like that.
Yeah. Now, in the field of mixologist, as a mixologist, you identify yourself as Jack the mixologist, right? What is mixologist? What is it all about?
Mixology. Mixology is a way of creation. You create different types of drinks. You can form you form different type of drinks to bring some flavor or some taste, to give it a different taste. It's a way of like, you know, if you're somebody who likes art.
Yes.
It's a form of art.
Okay.
That's why I like it. It's a form of art.
Actually, I remember you liked drawing so much in back in high school.
I liked drawing.
So you like art.
I like art. And mixology is also about art. You know, for you to form that drink and give it a different taste. You know, I can take gin, do my flavoring, do my mixing, then I come up with a different taste out of that gin. You know, that's why we kind of also need to know our alcohols. Unajua mimi nikikuja kwa club or if they introduce a different alcohol type of alcohol, I just don't read the name.
Okay.
I'm interested to know what is it that is used
It contains.
to make,
Okay.
to make this alcohol.
Yes.
After knowing that,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have the knowledge to know what I can mix
Mm-hmm.
to form a different drink from this alcohol you have, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way of creating different drinks from the initial ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
In cocktails, is the taste different in some other countries? Let's say you are making a same. You're using the
So-
same procedure.
So
Should I find the taste from Jack's same to the one in Nakuru and same to the one in UK?
so that's where we bring the types of cocktails.
Okay.
So we have 3 types of cocktails. We have the contemporary cocktails. We have the signature cocktails. Then we have the classic cocktails. So in classic cocktails, if you tell me you need a Long Island, it should taste like a Long Island in
In
the
UK.
United States or UK or somewhere else.
Okay.
That's a classic cocktail. It's the same drink that you can find everywhere.
Okay.
Classico. If you tell me you need a Negroni, it should taste the same way as to that of somebody else in maybe Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah, that is classic cocktail. So in signature cocktails, this is where now I see a drink, then I see an opportunity to create something out of that drink.
Okay.
Then I give it a name.
All right.
That's now a signature cocktail. That's my own.
So that is your own.
my own making.
Okay.
That is where the creation part
Comes in.
Comes in,
And the
yeah.
art part.
Yeah. So I've created this cocktail. I can even decide to name it after me.
Okay.
So naming, naming alcohol in a club is in clubs. Naming of alcohols is also funny. You find different names,
Yeah.
but they're funny names.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
I decide to give it a name, maybe according to, if let's say, I can say, maybe my guest, or there's something I like about my guest,
Yeah.
or there's a appearance of my guest, or the guest I'm making this drink to. I can ask them maybe some form of story about them. Then from that story, I come up with a name
Okay.
for my cocktail.
All right.
Yeah. Or if me, I have a story, or I can decide to name it after maybe a story, maybe about my nation. Kenya. I can say, okay, like for me, I have a luta. I call it a luta. A luta continua.
Yes.
That's my own making.
Okay.
I call it a luta because Kenyans love a luta.
Yes.
You see, we love sherehe. Yeah? We like na tunapenda ile sherehe inaenda mpaka asubuhi. So a luta is to
Na tunapenda ile yenye last weekend tulikuwa huku so hatuendi huko tunaenda mahali.
Yeah. So my aluta
Yes.
should make you want more.
Yes.
And it should make you feel like you want to consume it till morning.
Yes.
So it's aluta. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the story behind my drink.
Wow.
Yeah.
And,
That's a signature cocktail.
Yes,
Then
yes.
again, we have contemporary.
Contemporary, yeah.
Contemporary cocktails, even you can make it.
Okay.
You know
How easy it is?
You know, people say, oh, I don't take cocktails. You find mostly men. No, cocktail are not for men.
They're for
Yet-
ladies actually.
Yet, at the table, they have lemon, Sprite, and they drink. Then they tell you they don't consume cocktail. Then they ask for ice cubes.
Yes.
Hey, they mix these things. What are they doing?
Actually,
That's a
they're
cocktail
mixing. It's a
already.
cocktail.
Hey,
Okay.
so they just don't know what they are taking. But that's cocktail.
Not necessarily what they're taking. They don't know what they are making.
Hey, they
actually,
don't know
on the
what they are
table.
making. Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly, like let's say the old fashioned. We have this cocktail called old fashioned. Old fashioned is just whiskey. Maybe whiskey you can make. It's made every day, everywhere. Whiskey on the rock. Maybe you take whiskey. You put. You add some ice. Then maybe with some slashes of the bitters, but most people don't put bitters. Those are some easy cocktails to make, you know. Yeah. So people make, those are the contemporary cocktails.
Okay.
You make them at home. Most people make them at home. You see. So those are contemporary. People make them without knowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from the signature cocktails that maybe reminds you on another story, or there is a story behind it, is there any cocktail that maybe you've ever made and when you sit down seeing someone consuming, you be like, this thing reminds me of something, or some event or somewhere, or there's a story that maybe
we do that on a daily basis.
Okay.
You know, if you're a mixologist, that one happens on a daily basis.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes you are tired. Umekuwa ukisimama hapo kwa bar, maybe kutoka saa 11 jioni. Na saa hiyo ni maybe saa 9 usiku. You are tired. You've been standing all night.
Yeah.
So there are these drinks that we make like, nipe cocktail. Ai, unataka gani? Cha.
Yende. Unachapa tu for the sake yende tu.
But you sit back, you see the customer enjoying it, you're like, okay, this one is a good one. Because okay, maybe you say, this is a good one because I've taken no time in making it, and the customer likes it.
The customer likes
so
it.
This one will ease my job.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be doing like when I'm kind of busy. Maybe you have 20 orders or 10 orders at once. You know, and the waiters they don't care. They want to see the drinks coming. They want to know how they come.
Hiyo yangu haijatolewa.
Mbona hujatoa order yangu?
Client anangoja. Client anataka
kuenda. Alianza kungoja saa sijui ngapi. Pengine yeye pia alipewa order akazunguka na order ndio akuletee. Sasa ule ashachelewa tayari. Alafu anakuja anapata tena uko na orders. So unajua ule jamaa amemkaza anataka
rusha iende.
Wacha iende. So long as iko na pombe ndani, na alikuwa anataka ya pombe. Then you make it look fancy.
Yeah.
The secret about cocktails is how you make them look. The appearance.
The marination.
The appearance.
Marinate it with some lemons. I don't know.
You give it appearance. You can decide to mix colors. I have different cocktails. I think I'll make you see them.
Yes.
They are in my phone. You see the appearance is just appealing. We're like, You know, when somebody sees the waiter maybe serving it, they are like, can you bring me one like that? Because maybe they don't want to consume it.
Yes.
They just like the appearance.
Okay.
They just want to see it on the table where they are seated. Like, just bring it. Let it just be here.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly ladies love appearance.
The appearance. How it looks.
How it looks. You see, if you look at these ones, you see?
Okay. So it looks like there's one that looks like ice with some
you see it's
mpaka ukaweka flower.
You can put, we have edible flowers. You can put the flowers. Sometimes we even use dry ice to make it smoky. You see, have you ever you've gone to a club, you see some smoke coming out of it's made of dry ice.
Okay.
You know, that one attracts more customers.
Yeah. Okay. Jack, there is this part where unarusha glass. Sijui mnafanyanga nini then unarusha. What is the heart of kurusha?
It's called flare bartending. To flare is how you throw they are called how you throw it's a way of enticing your customers.
Okay.
Yeah, you just, you know, if people like,
ni njia ya kuonyesha ujuzi wako.
Unajua saa hii nikikaa hapa and you start juggling some things like this, that person will be like, ona ule. Then let's go see what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do that in a club, though me, I'm still not, is when I'm learning how to flare.
Okay.
Yeah, but flair is another way of enticing your customer.
Okay. So there's nothing special in it that makes it.
Oh, no, it won't change the taste of alcohol. It's just you. It's just you.
Okay.
Trying to attract customers or trying to attract people to get attention of your customers.
Okay.
You see, yeah.
Is there any alcohol that, or is there any cocktail that is being made by the use of raw egg?
Yeah, a lot.
A lot of it?
The sours.
Okay.
They are called the sours.
So you just take it raw, like just like that?
I have this cocktail. It's made of. We call it egg white. You know, you remove the. I think I have it here. You remove the yolk. You only take the white.
The white part.
Yeah, the white part of the egg.
The transparent part, that is.
Yeah. Then you shake it. There's a way you shake it. Even the smell is not there. Mostly the smell comes from the yolk.
Okay.
The white part doesn't smell.
Okay.
It doesn't have a smell.
Okay. Which cocktail do you like to make the most? Whether you are tired, you know, sometimes when you are tired, you feel like, no, I don't want to make this anymore. But when someone brings you the order, you feel like, wow.
After I'm tired, and the orders keep coming, you know, mostly, I don't know if my clients also detect that I'm tired. They like giving me it's called sex on the beach.
Okay.
It's an easy one. You just add ice, orange juice, then you give it the vodka, then you give it some of grenadine, then you garnish. You're done.
Then you're done. The name is so much.
So, you know, we are working in a club.
Yes.
We are not in charge. If we were in charge, it would be called maybe John the Baptist or something. But being that we are in club, huko ni usherati.
Lazima tutafute majina.
Huko lazima jina ikuwe nini.
So name doesn't.
The names. You know, if you we have different names of these cocktails. If you get into the club, then you are given a menu.
Yeah.
You know, there are those names that attracts people. You know, walevi wanapenda usherati. Akiona, something is called sex on the beach. I just need this.
It is one. Yes.
Yeah. So somebody is like, slippery nipples. Oh, give me this. So they feel like they'll be having. You won't have slippery nipple. That's a name. That's something somebody suggested, because maybe when they were forming it, some
they were in
beautiful
beach or
lady was standing somewhere.
All right.
They saw their nipples and like, I want to name this.
Okay.
So, like I told you, there are reasons of naming.
Behind naming the alcohol or something.
Yeah. So naming. Tuko kwa club. Huko ni usherati.
Tuko kanisani.
Kanisani tungeita John the Baptist ama tungeita pastor fulani.
Now, there is this alcohol by the name panty remover or something.
Panty remover.
What is it? Why is it that after consuming it unatoa tu panty?
Like I said in these other ones, it doesn't remove your panties.
Okay.
But you know, there are some alcohols, or there are people, like mostly ladies. There's drinks, if you give them, they
become
feel
hot.
Horny. They
Yes.
feel kind of horny. Yeah. So that's where the name.
They start seeing men as
Like
toys.
I can consume this one.
Yes.
Naweza kula hii vibaya sana. Sasa that's where the namings.
Because kuna siku tulikuwa tunapiga story na marafiki alafu akaniambia udem naye sijamkatia. But kuna pombe naenda kumnunulia, najua atafanya nini, atakubali.
Ataanza tu kukuita babe peke yake. Hata utafanya mambo mengine.
So it is not all that women maybe after consuming alcohol they become cheap or something. It's just what is contained in the alcohol itself.
I can't say they become cheap, but pombe inafaa ufanye usikie vizuri.
Yes.
Na kama pombe inafanya usikie vizuri, pengine unataka extend your level of enjoyment.
They was very
okay. They are never cheap, but that you anasikia vizuri the moment. Let's go with the moment. That is what happens.
Okay.
Hey.
Na cocktail ulewesha?
Hey.
Does it make you
get the worst?
Okay.
The cocktail ndo ulewesha kushinda any other thing. They are
I thought that
there are different cocktails. Cocktails ni mingi sana. And it depends with the consumer.
Okay.
Anakualat. It depends with the consumer.
Okay. Who consumes it? Okay.
If you want the hard one, there are those hard ones that if you consume two, you are down.
Okay.
Or even one. Some if there are some people wenye pombe inakupeleka haraka. Unaweza kuwa umepiga moja tunaona umelala kwa meza.
Right. I see my producer is telling me that time is up, but just a quick check. As Jack. Ni nini pombe imewahi kukufanyia? That is the most weirdest thing that you've ever done, or where you've ever found yourself like hapa naye ni pombe tu ilinileta.
After pombe.
Yes.
Unajua ni kuna bibi. Unasahau.
Hata bibi anajua. Hata bibi alijua hiyo ilikuwa before.
Niko na bibi bwana. Unajua?
Okay.
Actually, mimi the funny thing about me is ni ngumu sana upate nimekunywa pombe.
You're not serious?
I take alcohol once in a while.
Okay.
Because bana nikianza kunywa pombe mimi na handle pombe every minute.
Yeah.
You'd be finding me drunk every time.
By the way, yeah.
So hata kazi stuff. I don't always consume. Na consume once in a while.
Okay. So wewe ni pastor mwenye anasema sisomi Biblia sana.
Sisomi Biblia sana.
So because umemaster Biblia.
But I've tasted different types of alcohol, almost all. I've tasted a lot of alcohol.
Sasa tukikufunga macho
ukileta pombe ukileta kama ni hii na nakwambia
utaniambia hii
ni whisky fulani.
Okay.
If you bring gin, I'll tell you hii ni gin fulani.
So what do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Or 10 years is too much. The next 5 years, let's say so.
5 years. I want to be an employer.
All right.
I want to be an employer. Right now I've created some job. Na haijafika venye nataka.
Okay.
I want to be an employer.
You want to be a real CEO?
Yeah. That's what I want.
All right.
I can see myself doing that.
Okay.
In the next 5 years. I want to be an employer.
All right. What type of car? What's your dream
car? Type of car? Very funny. I like Discovery.
All right.
Discovery.
Okay.
I think I don't know which model will be there at that time, but Discovery.
Okay. Oh, you don't know what the model will be, but you like Discovery.
I like Discovery.
We started from where you started from, and right now where you are right now.
Yeah.
These are 2 different fields. Actually, not even 2. There are 3 different fields.
Not even 3. I've worked in a lot.
And what's your last word to such a youth that is sitting there? Maybe he is almost losing hope.
To the youths out there.
Yeah.
I'm also a youth. I'm saying this yati juu mimi nimefika. Sijafika. Yeah. Like I said, sijafika.
Yeah.
I still have a long way to go. I think first of all, the first thing you look at is where you come from.
Yeah.
How is it? Then that should be your starting point. Kama baba yako hana pesa, tafuta pesa. Ama kama unajua kuna watoto wazazi walishatengeneza.
Yeah.
Pata magorofa nini, nyinyi hamna hata nyumba nyumbani. So it's you to create that. So maybe you can change the life ya nyumbani.
Yeah.
Kitu ya kwanza ni hii mambo ya kuchagua kazi. Tusichague kazi. But tusichoke kutafuta greener pasture. Tusichoke kutafuta greener pasture. Whatever you are doing now, hold on to it. Like ishikilie ni kama sasa hakuna ingine. For which hiyo ingine kuna chances ya kutokea from what you are doing now. Si ati sasa ufanye blindly like mimi niko tu hapa ni.
Yeah.
But if you are aiming higher, if your spirit is higher, kila kitu itakuja tu. You'll be higher.
Okay.
So that's to the youths. Tusichague kazi, fanye kazi. Let's do whatever is there, but let's focus.
All right, let's focus and let's not get tired to look for greener pasture. That is not from me, that is from Jack the Mixologist. And that brings us to the end of this session. I know we've not discussed a lot. We have several behind. We have politics. We have, actually we've not even discussed the so-called what is it, the mocktail. Yeah, because we have cocktail and mocktail. We have coffee as well, the coffee making process, and I think we have a lot to discuss more so on with Jack. So I'll invite him again on another session, right, so that we can discuss all this. This is Kisumu Corner Vibes TV and your host Asuna the Chief.